Hey guys, welcome to another video from Historic Militaria. Today we're going to be looking at the Dutch M1934 helmet, which was the standard Dutch helmet for the World War II era and was used by Dutch forces in the relatively short time that they fought the Germans when they invaded in 1940. The helmet obviously is quite a striking, rather unusual look. It's actually a descendant of the Dutch model 1927, which was very, very similar to this helmet. The difference between the 27 and the 34 is that the 27 did not have this sharp curve right here. It actually was a little more flat and came down a little bit further. But it was found that troops could not use like a field phone, and also it caused some issues with wind whistling through it, so they made sort of a cutout so that you could use a field phone with this. And they also made the helmet a little bit heavier, but other than that, it's very much the same helmet. Probably the most striking thing is the front badge here. Now these were bronze, and it is a black painted bronze from the factory this way, so they weren't like done in the field or anything. And that's the Dutch Royal Crest. If it was a naval or marine helmet, it would have an anchor with the Dutch symbol. So it is generally, you're going to see the army ones like this one. I've not seen a marine or naval one myself, but I know they do exist. As always with Dutch helmets, you've got this slot in the back which allows it to be hooked onto your rucksack and carried during a march. And that is also something that carried over onto Romanian helmets after World War II. The Romanians actually used this helmet without the front badge during World War II, so you'll see these without the badge and they will be Romanian. And they were very, very similar. The liners were the same, and they were actually used by Romanian troops in World War II fighting on the Eastern Front. One thing I will just note for collector purposes is these badges, since they are black from the factory, you will find a lot of them, surprisingly, that were actually cleaned by collectors some time ago, and they like to really polish them up into their original bronze, taking all the black paint off. If you see that, it's not original, it's been cleaned, so I would, unless it's a really good price, I would avoid it for a better specimen. So just something to keep in mind. These helmets were made entirely in the Netherlands, within it is a completely Dutch design. You've got your standard liner that you will continue seeing on the Romanian helmets as well. A very similar version anyway, and even similar in the post-war Romanian helmets. You've also got this little back flap here, which is adjustable to just kind of tighten up the liner for you. You've got a very long strap. This is actually looped up, and this is the original strap. And you see you've got basically the three-tongued in six-prong liner. And this one actually has, it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but you've got the original user's name, the original soldier's name written there. It's a little bit hard to see, it's faded, but it is there in red ink. I can't unfortunately decipher that. But this is the standard configuration for the pre-war helmet. It has not been touched or messed with since the war. There's actually the maker stamp for the liner, and that says Amsterdam there in the center. Unfortunately, it's a little bit blurred, so I can't read the rest, but it is the maker. And you're probably going to find that stamped on the liners of original helmets. Other than that, it is a pretty straightforward, although unusual helmet. Obviously, remember, if you see this color green, you're looking at a Dutch pre-war helmet. They did also make them without the emblem. Once the Germans invaded, they took the emblems off, they sanded them. You will see different variants of them. But this is what the Dutch military would have been using in the pre-World War II up until the fall of the Netherlands era. Again, started in 1934, and an evolution from the 1927, which was in service only for a little while. Keep in mind also that you will see these painted black, and those are going to be police, fire, and sort of emergency services helmets, and those are going to be post-war painted. You will also see ones that were used in the immediate post-war for civil defense, and those are going to be a very distinct gray-green, mostly gray, but a little bit of green in there. And also the liners are going to be a reddish leather. They're not going to be this black leather. So if you see a reddish liner with kind of a grayish look, you know you're looking at a post-war used helmet, even though the shell might be a wartime helmet. But again, if you actually see this emblem on one and it's the original black, you know you're looking at a righteous helmet. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll be looking at more interesting helmets, militaria, and weapons soon. Thanks for watching.